The next one is that using bias-free language. Using a bias-free language, this is the fourth step in adapting to your audience. So bias-free language क्या है कि इसमें यू नीड टू बी बाइस फ्री. आपने जो है वो प्रेजुडिस नहीं करना, आपने जो है वो बिल्कुल फेयर होना है. यू नीड टू बी फेयर, यू नीड टू बी बाइस, यू डू नॉट नीड टू बी बाइस, आपने बाइस नहीं होना. यू नीड टू बी न्यूट्रल, आपने न्यूट्रल रहना है. बाइस फ्री लैंग्वेज अवॉइड्स वर्ड्स एंड फ्रेजेस इन विच यू नीड टू अवॉइड दोज वर्ड्स एंड फ्रेजेस दैट unfairly and even unethically categorize or stigmatize people. आपने उन लफ्ज़ों से, उन फ्रेजेस से अवॉइड करना है जो कि अनफेयरली एंड इवन अनएथिकली कैटेगराइज करते हैं मुख्तलिफ लोगों को इन अ वे रिलेटेड टू, एंड दिस बाइस कैन बी रिलेटेड टू एज, रेस, जेंडर और डिसेबिलिटी और अदर पर्सनल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स. यानी कि यू नीड टू बी अनबाइस्ड, आपने अनबाइस्ड होना है. यू डू नॉट नीड टू बी you will use bias free language and avoid those words and phrases which talk about or which refer to the personal characteristics. जो लोगों के personal characteristics को refer करते हैं. These words or these phrases can be about gender, race, age, disability or other personal characteristics. So to establish a good relationship with your audience, you must also appear to be fair. Good communicator make every effort to change biased language. अगर आप if you want to establish a good relationship with your audience, you must to be you need to be appear fair and neutral and unbiased. अगर आप अपने जो है वो अपने रीडर के साथ या अपने लिसनर के साथ, अपने ऑडियंस के साथ, इफ़ यू वांट टू एस्टैब्लिश अ गुड रिलेशनशिप, यू नीड टू बी न्यूट्रल, यू नीड टू बी फेयर एंड यू नीड टू बी अनबाइस्ड. आपने ऐसा कोई फ्रेज और वर्ड्स यूज़ नहीं करना जिससे पता चले कि आप प्रेजुडिस्ड हैं या आप बाइस्ड हैं या आप किसी एक को फेवर कर रहे हैं. और इसके लिए जो है दिस कैन बी रिलेटेड टू जेंडर, रेस, डिसेबिलिटी एंड द पर्सनल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ पीपल. सो गुड कम्युनिकेटर्स मेक एवरी एफर्ट टू चेंज बाइस्ड लैंग्वेज. एक अच्छा कम्युनिकेटर वही होता है जो बाइस्ड लैंग्वेज यूज़ नहीं करता. अब जेंडर बाइस में जो है आई विल गिव यू द वन एग्जांपल. सपोज जेंडर बाइस की अगर हम बात करें, using the words containing man. So this is unacceptable if you will use man-made. Man-made seems biased. So you can use instead of using man-made, which is a biased word, you can, or biased phrase, you can use a word artificial, synthetic, human-made, manufactured. You can use these sort of words instead of using man-made. Man-made seems biased. Agar if you talk about the race and ethnic bias, so identifying the people by race or by ethnicity, you can for example Mario M. Cuomo, Italian American politician and ex-governor of New York. It seems very biased कि आप उसको जो है उसके पर्सनल ओहदे से जो है वो मेंशन करें. You can use it or you can write it like this: Mario M. Cuomo, politician and ex-governor of New York. So Italian and American seems biased. So age bias में including age relevant things होती हैं. For example, Mr. X, 58, has just joined our trust department. So 58 age mention करना, it seems biased. So it's not necessary to mention his age. You can just write it like this: Mr. X has just joined our trust department. So this statement will be unbiased. So you need to while talking to your audience and while talking to your listeners, you need to use a bias free language. You need to avoid those words and phrases that that shows or that gives an impression of prejudice, that shows that you are somehow prejudiced. So you should avoid those words and phrases. And the next example is disability bias. Putting the disability before the person. Suppose disabled workers face many barriers on job. So here this seems very biased. Okay, you are talking about a specific people. You are mentioning their disability. You can write it like this: workers with physical abilities or with special disability, with special workers face many barriers on the job. You can also say that special workers. So instead of using disable, हम अक्सर जगहों पे लिखा हुआ भी देखते हैं disable की जगह it seems civilized to call them special people. So disabled word seems very prejudiced, very biased. So you have to, in order to build up a good relationship with your speaker, with your audience, with your reader, you need to use bias free language. So here is the example of disabled bias. इसमें जो है disabled workers face many barriers on the job. This sentence seems very biased, so you can use it like this: special workers face many barriers on the job. Clear? So you will go through this if you have your resource packs with you. It is unit 2 in your resource packs. You can go through, and there is a variety of examples. There are other examples in your resource packs, so you can go through all these examples. Later on we will discuss it in the Zoom meeting. Thank you.